Hola. Hola, senor. Give me just a moment, sir. Give me a minute, Johnny. How the fuck are you, dude?
Are you?
87. It's a very nice day. Nice 87. It's hard to determine whether it might rain a little bit or not, but it's beautiful here, Johnny. I got not a single complaint in the whole world about this. I've not changed my mind yet. So, give me a second here. I'm gonna do something. Trying to do something. So much fun stuff going on, Johnny. Did you get the? Did I send you a picture of the new toy that should be coming maybe this week? That was a print. The Jaws Anniversary Edition pinball machine. Yes, sir. It's in production.
Didn't you just sell your digital one?
What's that? No, I have my digital one. It's sitting right behind me. My virtual pinball machine. I got rid of the one that I built the first time, the small one, just because I just wasn't going to bring it here. I haven't been using it since I have a monster virtual reality pinball machine. But I got rid of my Gorgar, which was a real 1979 Bally machine, and I got rid of that because I really I've been playing that game since I was a kid, and I only had room for one pinball machine in my old house, and so that's why I went to a nice virtual pinball machine, because then I could play all the tables on one thing, but it's still virtual, and as cool as it is, and it is super, words can't explain how cool my virtual pinball machine is, but it still doesn't fill the gap between an analog ball and a game, stern game. So this is it. I've stepped into the modern century, and it's kind of the universe is talking to me, because I got rid of machines before we came here, and then I had mentioned, I told Stephanie, I was like, at some point I'm gonna get another pinball machine, or 2 or 4 or 10, and if I ever have space. But we hadn't really talked about it since I got here. I was pretty content. But then a couple days before they announced this anniversary edition, which was like the Wednesday before, couple days before 4th of July, because Jaws, they released the Jaws pinball machine a year ago, right before 4th of July, because I don't know how familiar you are with the movie Jaws. It's one of my favorite movies, but it revolves around the 4th of July. So everything is leading up to the 4th of July. And so the shark is out there. They don't want to close the beaches. The city people don't want to close the beaches because it's the tourist season, and the Sheriff Brody's trying to close the beaches. People are getting eaten by the shark, and yada, yada, yada. So anyway, that is the theme of it. So the lead up, the first attack with the girl out in the water, that's, party that's just, a week or so before the 4th of July or something like that. It's coming up. And that's the big tourist season that keeps Amity Island going every year. And so anyway, that's the underlying premise of that is a 4th of July theme. And so they had released the Jaws table a year ago, and it's been an extremely popular table. And that was before I was still living in my old house. And then it's kind of funny. Here's the universe. I'm not a superstitious person, but I can pretend that the universe is talking to me. And maybe it is. Who am I to say? But just a couple days before that Wednesday, 2 or 3 days before that, I was sitting here wanting to hue forge something on the 3D printer, and I was like, what should I do? And so I typed into Google iconic movie posters, and I scrolled through a whole bunch of movie posters, and well, you should know where this story is heading to. The movie poster I hue forged was the Jaws movie, and so no sooner did I do that, and we also had watched part of it on TV because it's 50th anniversary, and anyway, and so we watched part of it before going to bed one night again, And then, so a couple days after I printed that and all that, on that Wednesday morning at 11:30, Stern announced the anniversary edition, the 50th anniversary edition of Jaws, that they were going to release a limited run to the end of 2025. And it has the exact movie art, and I love Jaws. And so within 2 hours, I had ordered one up, Johnny. And very shortly, there may be my dream pinball machine, which is another, the universe is talking to me, or at least I'm being monitored because somebody knows that I have money to burn. And so I ordered a pinball machine through, I looked up some of the vendors, and I ended up going with Operation Pinball in Iowa. And so after I ordered the machine from them, there are accessories that I want to install, mods I'm going to do to this machine. And so I went to another place called Pinball Pro, and this guy's out in Nebraska, and I proceeded to order the stern topper, the shaker motor, the expression light kit, the inside art, side blade art, and just a bunch of shit I ordered from this guy, and it was a lot of money. Just the topper for this pinball machine was $1,000, and the topper's just an aesthetic thing, but you know me, Johnny. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all the way. So anyway, I ended up on the phone with the guy out in Nebraska because I had placed these separate orders for these items that were, about $2,000 worth of shit. And I called him up just to say, hey, I ordered several items, but I kind of ordered them separately as I was deciding what I was going to do. And so I was just wondering if there was a way to combine the items so that I could save some money on shipping. And he was super nice. And said it was all in separate boxes, so probably wouldn't be able to work out. But ultimately, he did message me, and I did get. They were able to bundle it all together and save me some of the shipping cost. But while we were on the phone, we were talking about I got the Jaws machine, obviously these accessories, blah blah blah. And I was telling him my story about how I've been wanting another pinball machine and just blah blah blah. And I said, so I love Jaws, just like I told you. And I said, the other machine I really really want, but they made it in 2016, and I know it's not in production, and I don't see it anywhere out there. I want the Batman 66 table. That's the Adam West themed table. And he's like, that's kind of crazy that you say that, because so he's a dealer out in Nebraska. He said, I have a personal Batman 66 in my basement, and it's got about 10 plays on it, and I've been thinking I might be willing to sell it. If you were interested, we should talk. So now I have a guy. I've got a brand new, basically Batman 66 that I could have. That's a hard machine to get, and he said they had one in the showroom, and so he played it a lot in the showroom while he was in the store. And the one that he had taken home then didn't get as much play. And there's so many. He's got a ton of pinball machines, and so anyway, probably within the next month or two or so, I'll end up having that Batman delivered here. But that's my favorite. It's badass. So I have that table in multiple forms virtually, and I love it. I love it virtually. I love Jaws virtually, but the Batman table, I don't know what it is. I have all kinds of Batman 66 themed stuff here. That's my favorite Batmobile. And anyway, I'm babbling on. I'm going to send you something, Johnny, because we're going to embarrass ourselves here. Hold on. But I can't remember what I was trying to do. There we go. There she blows. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna